It's a video UK Underfloor Heating Systems, just to briefly show you a small installation that we're actually involved in at the minute. As you can see, the visqueen and insulation has already been laid. We're coming in just to put the edge insulation around. Basically this will go around the perimeter of the installation. Self-explanatory, dead easy to do. Here we go, roll it out. So basically dead easy, basically just tapped the blockwork, come down, tuck into the corner. What's your form? And that's as easy as that is. First, just a quick introduction as well. We're going to locate this manifold. Just come round here, Jordan. This is basically under stairs. We've got our plywood set up, and we're just in the process now of actually getting the manifold built and set up. So, if you follow me over here, this is basically the manifold that's going to be positioned under the stairway. As you can see, it comes in a box with basically the main manifold section, the two isolators with the temperature valves and the two filling points and the automatic air vent. Dead simple to put these together. Basically these two detach from each other. You screw in. Generally on the manifold you work from your left to your right. Basically your pump pack, which we'll get to in a little while. I'll show you exactly how that fits onto the manifold. These seals, quite simply, you don't need a PTFE them, you don't need to do anything. That rubber seal, once that goes in, it's a nice easy thread to go on, nice and easy. And as you can see, as that screws up, the rubber seals it against the manifold. Basically the same process on this side. Spin that round, that actually slappens off, so you can get up to the seal to a point where it's quite easy, and that tightens up and locks that in position. Do this one here. That tightens up, you can position them. We'll come to that when we're actually filling the manifold, so you can actually adjust these, get the hoses on nice and easy. The actual, these ones here connect straight onto there. These will give a quick nip up with a spanner, but not too tight, just a quick nip just to close that gap. Basically that's the manifold set up, and that's without the pump pack at this stage, but we'll get to that. We've got the manifold mounted and it's on the wall. Right, okay, as you can see, we've now got our edge insulation all the way around the perimeter. Quite easy to see all of that. So basically we've got a nice blank canvas to start putting pipe on. So basically now we are all set up for piping. Just one or two things that we did prior. These red arrows here, these are going to be our pipe runs from underneath, from where the actual manifold located underneath the stairs. We've got one here, one over here for this zone, and one over here for this zone. Okay, just one last thing before we start piping. Before I showed you assembling the manifold, basically there's just 4 screws set up on a piece of plywood. Quite simple. Set up at a nice height, not too high. The screw's going to finish about here. We've got enough there, nice bit straight. Pipe's going to come down here, loop underneath here, nice and easy. These are actually in line with our sort of entrance and exit areas that we've actually had chiselled out and done prior to coming over. We've got our pipe decoiler set up. Pipe is on, ready to rock and roll. Right, okay, briefly, we're just going to start now. I'm going to unravel this foil. Basically, we're going to stick the end through. Luckily I've got a man on the other side of it, he's going to take this end of the pipe off me. Which is now off. You can see the decoiler, just pulling it dead easy off the decoiler. Very easy. Put that down there for a second. Follow me through here. Basically what we've got here is a pair of snips. This is our, basically it's a pipe flarer. We'll show you how this works in a second. And we've got our cut Euro cones here. No spanner. No spanner, but we'll go up on them in a minute. As I said, all connections that we do, I'll show you how to tighten all connections and what sort of torque you should be putting them at. Basically that goes in the end of the pipe. So you pass it early, I'll just show you a bit closer on here, so it might be a bit dark there. Dead easy, goes straight into there. Push it right, it flares the pipe, you twist it, it actually deburrs the pipe. As you can see, a bit of stuff coming off there. That's nice, that's ready now to take the cone. That slips over. We have an olive. Slips over. As you can see the cone, you've got sort of O-ring seals in there. That sort of sits nicely inside the pipe, goes in nice and easy. And basically, that slips up into there, nice and snug. That's it, finger tight. For the time being. And now we're ready to pipe. Okay, now we've started pipe laying. We've come round the outside of this particular zone. Followed the pipe with a couple of little loops in these little alcoves, and basically we're running down and we're going to set our pipes at 250 centres. And the reason why they're at 250, we've got 100mm king span underneath us, we've got cavity wall insulation, there's going to be insulation up in the ceiling, so this is a highly insulated room. If they're not so highly insulated, you're looking at about 200 centres and 150 centres in conservatories, that type of thing. For this area here, 250 mm centres is perfectly adequate. Basically we've got a spacer bar, pipe goes in a clip. You can make one out, just a piece of batten, cut at 230mm, and that gives you pipe centres at 250mm. So we're coming around here now, onto a loop. That easy to bend round. Use your knee, trap it down a bit. Come down your 250 centre. Try and look down the pipe to see that you're actually running straight. That's a nice loop there. So you're looking at clipping either side. Always try and use your knees to get where you need to be. Now at the end of the day, your pipe ends up at 252 or 251 or 239. It's not going to make a massive difference. It's not going to be detrimental to the heating. This is approximately figures that you're using. We're in the building industry and it's not an exact science, but you can see the pipe now running down here. It's got a clip in there at 250. We're going to run down this spacer now and clip as we go. And basically we're just going to run up and down. It's as simple as you can get it until the area is covered. You can see coming a bit further down now, spacer bar up there, clipping the king span. You want to be clipping really every metre of pipe. We're actually putting a few more in here now, and the reason for that, it's going to be a pumped screed, and we may even go around afterwards and put some more clips in there. We don't want the pipe lifting while the screed's getting pumped in and it's curing. That's going back through. This zone's nearly finished. We're going to come back through and we'll just show you connecting back up at the other side once we just get this nice little bit clipped down.